You'll find out the full schedule for the Chiefs and every other team tonight, 8 o'clock Eastern, NFL Network, NFL Plus, and Peacock. So, we know some of the games already. There are more to be unveiled. What are some of the ones that you're watching most carefully? We've mentioned Cowboys hosting the Jets a couple of times. What are some of the ones, Myles, that stand out to you or that will stand out to you when you look at the schedule?
Sure, yeah. Well, I think just based off that little clip right there, right? We get a Super Bowl rematch this year with the Eagles at the Kansas City Chiefs. And maybe it'll be a little bit easier for Andy Reid to not be like, oh, that's great when the Eagles do something when he's actually in his home stadium environment instead of whatever they call that place now at Arizona State Farm Stadium, I guess it is now, in Arizona and Glendale. So I think that's one of these matchups that, yeah, whenever you get the two teams that were in last year's Super Bowl together, boy, that's a fun thing that we get to look at. And so, yeah, you get two of the best young quarterbacks in the game, Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, two teams that we expect to be really in the prime of it for another Super Bowl appearance this year. We'll see what happens on the field. And if, the Eagles actually get a little get back this time in the regular season.
One of the games we know about, it was announced yesterday, that Dolphins-Chiefs game, the Tyreek Hill game. After all that talk about what Tyreek Hill was going to do when he goes back to Arrowhead, I just think it was the ultimate, no, not so fast. And to give it to Germany, and look, I heard from some of our friends who watched the program on Sky Sports Action, they weren't thrilled about some of my comments yesterday that Germany may be showing the NFL there's a higher ceiling there, that they get the reward, they get the cookie, they get the best of the international games going in that we've ever seen. There have been some exciting international games played, but by way of anticipation and hype, Dolphins-Chiefs, to get that in Germany instead of in London, I suspect some of the folks in London are thinking, wait a minute, we've been supporting this since 2007. And we didn't get Dolphins-Chiefs. Why does Johnny come lately get the better game?
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if people thought that too. But I mean, you're right. That is an extremely compelling game because of a lot of different reasons. And I think I've said this before, but the Chiefs have already basically won that trade, because they won the Super Bowl. So if you win the Super Bowl after you trade Tyreek Hill, I feel like that means you win the trade. But the Dolphins this year, Mike, we don't necessarily know if Tua Tagovailoa is going to stay healthy. But I just feel like that team, because they have a really good young offensive head coach in Mike McDaniel, they've got the talent on offense, starting with Tyreek Hill, and you got Jalen Waddle and all the different complements of weapons that they've got at running back. And then you add Vic Fangio to that defense. You add Jalen Ramsey to that defense. You already added Bradley Chubb to that defense. Miami should be really, really good this year. And you know what? If something happens with Tagovailoa, they've got Mike White, and he already knows that offense like the back of his hand.
Mike effing White.
He played it in
blinded by Mike White.
By Mike White, yes. We will
blinded
see.
By Mike White. Yes.
Yeah. Blinded by Mike White. Maybe they'll be blinded by Mike White in Germany. Who knows? But I'm really looking forward to seeing what Miami does this year in general.
So, are you saying that the response to being blinded by Mike White will be to shout out, "I see nothing"? Never mind.
I have no idea what you're referencing there.
I see nothing.
Is that another Seinfeld reference?
Come on. Hogan's Heroes? No, that's Hogan's Heroes. Almost as dated. I see nothing. I know nothing. I hear nothing. I got this yesterday, though, because I joked that the folks in London need to step their game up because they're losing this competition with Germany. I was joking. Our friend Pauline, or Porline, I think that's the appropriate pronunciation. Callum, whatever. Did you just say you love us, but we need to step up our game? Maybe you should go stick a German Frankfurter sausage where the sun don't shine. Thank you very much. That was the message yesterday. So we're stoking the rivalry between England and Germany as it relates to the prime NFL properties, Myles.
Yeah, it's like the Giants fans last year where they said that where they could stuff the cheese, right? You could stuff that German Frankfurter up here. You know what?
Careful.
Hey, I
Along
like
with
my money. I don't need
the
to
cheese.
Be careful.
So now, wait, it's getting pretty full up there.
Yeah,
Frankfurter,
cheese, crown,
cheese, and the coronation, and the entire coronation. Shove your... But never mind. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.